Hi, this is Usha Pandit, your Mindsprings English teacher. Today I'm going to talk to you about meaningless filler words. All of us have our favorite filler words. So it's not so bad. A lot of us say things like basically, clearly, I know. I mean, we do those things. It's not that it's a terrible thing, but you know what, it's habitual and we don't even realize we are doing it. Some of those don't sound so bad, but some of them are terrible and they actually distract people who are listening to you. So today I would like you to pay attention to some of these filler words and check whether you are making not this mistake, but this sort of unnecessary words that you use as fillers. Check it out. Catch yourself. If you can't catch yourself, ask a friend to tell you what is your filler word. Meaningless filler word. Okay, the first one I have for you is this thing. You know, when people talk and they don't have words, they say this thing. They say things like, you know, this thing, and then they don't tell you what it is, but from the context you understand what they are trying to say. But this thing shows that you don't know what you should be saying. So instead of saying you know this thing, you say you know the party that we attended, you know that person that we met yesterday. Say something, do not say this thing. The other one is starting with I believe. I believe you're going to Canada next month. I believe your son got really good marks. So you have the I believe that comes in front of everything that the person says. And it can be pretty annoying sometimes. So catch yourself if you're saying I believe. The most common ones are this really. She was really pretty. It was really difficult. This really is a meaningless word there. What do you mean by really? Really, I think you mean very, very pretty, very quiet, somewhat. Where nobody is really sure about about the extent of the word really. So don't use this word really. You just state she was very pretty, or she was slightly pretty, or sort of pretty. Say what you want to say. Do not use the word really. A lot of people have used what to say instead of very. So I am not going to do that in detail. This word very again is a much used word, what we call trite words. Okay. So instead of saying very, there are so many words that can be used: extremely, astonishingly, incredibly. You can use lovely big words and you can sound very impressive. Stop using very. You know, we are going to have a new principal next month. You know, she really annoyed him and he's now decided to split up. You know, this you know is very annoying because people say it over and over again. For everything, every sentence is started with you know. In fact, there was a woman once long back whom we had nicknamed you know, because that's how many times she said you know, right? The other one is as such, ending the sentence with as such. We are really fortunate to be working for a person like that, as such. So it's a pointless word to use in that sentence context. It has no meaning when you say as such. We should really start going early because there is a train strike as such. So as such becomes such a habit that for everything you start using the word as such. So be careful of as such. Such and such person, such and such man, such and such prime minister, such and such is used unnecessarily. Why say it at all? Just rephrase your sentence and you will realize that you don't really need to say that at all. You can just say the name. This person, or the person who was running the show, the person who was the compeer. Say something. When you don't find words, you end up doing fillers like such and such, and it's not impressive. It just fills the gaps and people catch you out on it. I mean, this is what I mean, or look. People say look, or they admonishingly, some of the older generation will say look, and then they start the sentence. Why? Why start with look? Just say what you have to say, right? So look, I am not going to tolerate this. Look. If we look at the political situation, look. So this kind of thing also needs to be avoided. Literally, basically, clearly, depending on what you have habituated yourself to, you will find that you are using those words all the time. Well, she was literally crying. She was literally this. She was literally that. It has zero meaning in the sentence. So do not use these words, overuse them. So she was literally fatigued. Anything that you say, it's literally. That literally has no meaning because she was fatigued, she was exhausted, she was tired. Literally fatigued does not add or subtract anything. I think, either used at the end of the sentence or starting a sentence with I think. I think we should this, I think we should that. You know what I think? The I think is constantly there. The other one is, let's see what you've got, sort of. You know, he was sort of tired. What is the meaning of sort of tired? He was either tired, very tired, a bit tired, but sort of tired has absolutely no meaning. Sort of broke, sort of sad. This sort of thing we need to avoid, sort of. Kind of, again, is another way. Kind of and or sort of is the same thing. At the end of the day, have you heard this become a cliche? Cliches are phrases that were once considered good English, considered, extremely polished, but have been used so many times that people are tired of it and they don't particularly like it when you say at the end of the day, at the end of the day. Often, because you want to complete something, you want to emphasize something, you want to conclude something. For every possible reason, you will say at the end of the day, and that's not cool. The other one is 24/7. So that's common. He is on the phone 24/7. He is at a party 24/7. This is a ridiculous kind of construction. Instead of saying continuously, does not stop at all, ceaselessly, there are nice words to use instead of 24/7, which has almost become a sort of a slang. So be careful. Do not use these meaningless fillers. Make sure that you use good language and you say exactly what you want to say. If you like this video, subscribe, press the bell icon, put your comments in the comment box, and do go to our website and take a look at our books. A lot of good English is sitting in Writing with Ease. So till we meet again, keep smiling.